At the ranch Thanksgiving table, Victor makes a speech about it having been a tough year for the family. After the first course, Victor takes a moment to tell Faith he's missed her. Nearby, Abby, Noah, and Tessa discuss Crystal, who remains missing. Abby says she and Scott will go to bat for her if she reappears. On the sofa, Victoria tells Victor she is glad Abby's home safe, though she doesn't understand what they had to do for the company's sake. Vicky notes they must not pursue any more unproven startups, and Abby barks, "Excuse me? Did you just call me a failed experiment?" Abby wants to confront the issue, but Chelsea suggests it's not the time. Victoria apologizes if Abby's feelings were hurt. Abby spits, "if," and leaves. Nikki arrives at the penthouse, where Nick says it's just him and Christian, as Chelsea and Connor are at Dad's. He admits he and Chelsea are in a bit of a fight over her con artist past. Nikki clucks that it's not a big deal and thinks he took out his anger about the underground situation on Chelsea. Nick concedes that's possible. Nikki relays that she and Jack fought over Dina and he disinvited her from dinner, but she's not ready to give up on Thanksgiving yet. At home, Phyllis chats with Summer on the phone, then hangs up and cranks her music up to bug Billy next door. Billy arrives at the Abbott house and greets Jack, Tracy, and Ashley. He wasn't sure they'd have another holiday together, and Tracy feels Dad must be smiling down on them. Jack's determined to make it the best Thanksgiving ever, and Dina pipes up, "That's because you think it's going to be my last." The doorbell rings, it's Ravi. Awkwardness ensues as Ashley accepts his pie, then sees him out. Dina complains Ashley's never known what's good for her. Billy and Tracy chime in on Ravi's behalf, and Jack intones that Ash has her reasons, so leave it. Abby arrives, and Dina goes to rest. Jack looks grim when Abby remarks she wants a peaceful holiday. He breaks the news of Dina's Alzheimer's diagnosis. Abby protests and Tracy swipes away tears. Dina reappears, assures them she's not dying, and cracks them up by asking, "Is dinner ready yet? I'm starving." Later, Jack makes a heartfelt speech to their mother. He announces he's taking a leave of absence from Jabba to help her. At the club, Hillary and Phyllis meet up at the bar. Hillary notes her new haircut and thinks it and her phone call are due to her ex living next door driving her nuts. They talk about Hillary not staying on the Newman's good side. Hillary insists everyone knew about the sex ring. She was just doing her job. Hill has just confided that Devin and Moriah broke up when Ravi appears. He's embarrassed because he thought he was invited to the Abbott's dinner. Phyllis learns Billy was there and urges Ravi not to give up on Ashley if he's serious about her. Noah and Chelsea are quietly discussing her tiff with Nick at the dinner table when Nikki enters the ranch. Victor asks what she's doing there. She announces she came to spend time with her family and isn't alone. Nick enters with Christian. Victor's happy to see Christian, but says they're not invited. Faith appears and her enthusiasm drowns him out. Later, they gather in the living room, and Nick announces he's thankful for his kids and to be with a beautiful woman like Chelsea. He takes her aside for a private, heartfelt apology. They make up and talk about indulging in a nightcap. Elsewhere, Nikki catches up with Tessa. She's always there to help her. Once everyone's filed out, Victor is left alone with Nikki. They briefly discuss how they thought things would be before Victor asks her to show herself out. At the club, Nick hugs Phyllis and they chat about summer. Chelsea snipes at Hillary and Phyllis regales the crowd with the story of Billy moving in next door. Suddenly, Billy appears. He's got an idea for an epic Thanksgiving. He suggests they all go to New Orleans. Nick chides about Billy's drinking and gambling issues, then groans he and Chelsea can't go due to the kids. Ravi and Hillary have work commitments. Phyllis asks if Billy really expects her to run off with him. He confirms he does. Phyllis replies, "Hell yeah. Now that's my boyfriend." Chelsea and Nick makes goofy faces as they kiss. Outside, Billy tells Phyllis he loves her. Phyllis loves him too. Nick and Chelsea join them. They want to come on the trip after all. Billy pronounces it will be a weekend they will never forget. Next on The Young and the Restless, a repeat episode of Y&R will air due to Thanksgiving.